And the first question. And the question.
Hello. When I first came to hear you, Tony, I was over the moon. I thought it was absolutely wonderful. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I don't really know why I'm not asking a question. It's just there's a lot of agitation here, which is usually a good sign to just say something. I now wish I'd never, ever, our paths had never crossed. I grew the day I ever heard of Tony Parsons and ever went to listen to him, because do you hear that a lot? People say, well,
not a lot, but I can absolutely understand it.
Yeah, I mean,
Richard Sylvester said, I was a great seeker and our meditation was going well, and then disaster happened because I met Tony Parsons.
I totally agree with him. Yeah, I got it all sussed. I was the best seeker I knew ever. I got 10 out of 10, I got 11 out of 10 every assignment I was given. And then you came along, or our paths crossed, and it's just been a bloody balls up ever since, really. You know, there's no question, I just wish you to know this.
Yes, I really hear that.
And also there is a question about roles, not the red ones, roles, and in ROLES.
Yeah.
You did mention roles. I mean, if there's nothing to do and nowhere to go, there's no roles, there's nothing, is there?
Oh no, but in the dream, the me grows up in a world full of other me's and tries to, and usually discovers a way in which to behave, to present itself in the world, which will hopefully make its story work. But the roles are totally artificial. They're just, you know, they're just, the me tries to devise some way or other to deal with other people in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So they present themselves. They don't, obviously there's no choice to do that, but in some way or other they present themselves in a certain way that for them seems to work, that's all.
I mean, now I just...
It's like a persona, really.
I know, it's nice though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's...
Well, you've got with a purpose. I mean, now I'm just a purposeless blob.
Sorry?
I'm just a purposeless blob, just floating around.
Right.
It's not, you know, just thought you should know this term.
Yeah. It's all my fault. Claire always says it's all my fault. It's his fault.
So I think it's a little conceptual, but do you make a difference between no thing and nothing, or is it the same thing for you?
In a sort of way, they're the same thing, but no thing is slightly more expressive than nothing. But I mean, neither can be comprehended. There is no thing, but there is no thing being things. But who? I mean, emptiness, nothing. Who can say? It's just you can't. The words trying to describe something that can't be understood.
But there's been a little confusion following the some awareness teachings, where they were saying that, showing that awareness is no thing because it has no objective qualities to it. But in my mind, sure, I can't find it, but there's still something that is not a thing.
Yeah, but as far as I'm concerned, the word awareness is not appropriate at all.
I know.
Because for me, awareness is a function.
Yeah.
And no thing is not a function. I know that some people use the word awareness as though it's something like beingness.
Yes.
But for me, awareness is definitely a function. It's dependent on a function. Awareness can't work unless there's something that it can be aware of. And nothing doesn't need to be aware of anything because no thing is everything.
About anti-material.
Right?
What is that?
Well, it's not anti-material. It's no thing is no thing. And out of no thing comes everything. So why would there need to be any awareness of it? Why would there be something? How could there be a need to know everything if there's only everything? And where would that which wants to know everything go to in order to know? You would have to step out of everything in order to know that there's only everything. So the whole, for me, awareness definitely comes back only to something that happens in a story, in a fact. And the use of it in any other way is, I think, very confusing.
Because they would refer to like alive nothingness, for example, and then in my mind, at least, it is a little something.
Yeah,
it's not a thing,
it's a
but
little something. As far as I'm concerned, it's a function that supports separation.
Yes. Because I've had recently an experience where there was just no awareness.
No, there's no. Talk to anybody. Well, there isn't anybody that's liberated, but I talk to people.
Right.
There's no way that awareness arises at all.
Yes.
There's something wrong.
That kind of sits now, but before there was like, it gives the mind still like some kind of a carrot. Nothingness, alive nothingness from which everything comes and everything is made of knowingness and
it's a story. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
I find that even when, from your message, I made the nothing into something.
Oh yeah, but let's be clear about it. The me lives in a subject-object reality. So to any word that's described, even nothing, the me can only see it as another object. It doesn't. There's no possibility of anything else because the me only exists in a subject-object reality. Therefore, that's all it sees. That's all it knows. Something, objects that are real, that it is aware of, that it knows.
So frustrating.
Well, it's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
But even the fact that I do that and I catch myself doing that all the time, it's just it's ludicrous.
Tony? Well, while we're at it, is the same thing with I am and I amness.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So all these renowned teachings, which seems to talk about the same thing, they actually give something that is very vague to the seeker, like feel the I amness or sense the empty space of awareness.
Yes, absolutely.
And then see that everything comes out of this and is made of this.
Yeah.
This is not at all what is being shared here.
No, it's not at all what's being said here. There's no connection with those ideas and this, what's being said here. As far as this is concerned, those teaching, I mean, you know, even the thing of living in I am or being in I am is based on the proposition that there is someone that can even choose to do that. So already it starts from a fantasy, but it's basically another method. It's just another method.
Yes, it is.
Method to find out which already is everything. It comes out of the mind. It comes out of the need to help somebody find something,
Yes.
which is a fallacy.
And there seems to be like a nice effect of getting in touch either with I amness or with knowingness, because and the effect is a numbing effect, which seems to be like, oh,
yeah,
you know.
But it reaches what happens is a state is reached,
Yeah.
but it's a state that's transient. It doesn't last. It's just another way of selling something that is nice for a while. It has no value. All teachings are that. All teachings are the offer of something which will progress to something else and helps the seeker.
And there is a certain dishonesty then in the, dishonesty, fallacy.
Yeah. There's an imbalance, there's a confusion actually, and I think in most cases it's more of a confusion or a sense of, or an apparent understanding of something which is already a fantasy, rather than it being a dishonesty.
Right.
It's based on the belief that there is such a thing as a secret that can find something else to do the work. It's the basis of nearly all teaching, well, of all teaching.
And it gives a pathway,
Yeah, as path.
some kind of a bridge.
But on the other hand, of course, there have always been communications that aren't pathways, that aren't path-oriented. But they're hidden, because mainly because nobody wants to hear them. The mind, the seeking energy, wants a path. So that's why teachings are so popular. This isn't popular. I mean, she doesn't like it. Thank you.
So after liberation, it's not possible to give an advice or teaching?
Well, of course there isn't, because there isn't anybody to give it to. It's obvious after liberation that there isn't anyone. It's just that's obviously apparent. And it's also absolutely apparent that there isn't anywhere to go. How can there be anywhere to go if this is all there is? End of story. End of story, man. All teachings are based on a confusion. Of course they are. All teachings are based on. I have to say, although it sounds critical, are based on an ignorance. But the word ignorance isn't really a criticism. It doesn't make it wrong. It's ignoring. It's not seeing something wrong.
Am I there? Yeah? Hold on. Tony, a lot of what Shakespeare says seems to...
Yes, Shakespeare was sort of pointing towards it.
You what?
Shakespeare was pointing towards it.
Right, well he's very popular, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he was a great playwright, yeah. But I don't... I'm not... The basis of this message is constantly rejected by the me. It has to be, because the me exists in the subject-object world. So the me has to reject this. It can't do anything else. But Shakespeare was a visionary and saw more than just the story. That's why he wrote Much Ado About Nothing.
It's very frustrating talking to you, Tony.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Yeah.
Never going to win, are we?
No, you're never going to win.
No.
Well, but nobody wins. This doesn't win either. There isn't such a thing. There's nothing to win.
Positive or negative?
Both. No, nothing. The only thing that has an apparent me is the human being. Everything else is just being. Nothing else has the ability to abstract a sense of having a separate identity. Although dogs will respond to a name, so will that's just a response to a noise. There doesn't need to be a me to respond, or be hungry, or.
when you mentioned dogs, I thought of St. Francis of Assisi and all the birds depicted sitting around on him. And I've always heard that very holy people attract animals to them. Is there any truth in that?
Well, I don't know, I wasn't there at the time.
But do they fly and land on your arms and things like that?
No, not usually, no. I get blondes do. Do you think that's a good sign? Do you think that's I get mosquitoes.